Before we get into today's show, I wanted to grab this quick minute and thank those of you who've made contributions over at shop.philmckinney.com. A few days ago, one of you contributed $120, the largest contribution so far, to help cover the cost to produce the show. When I dropped a note of thanks, they responded that they'd been listening since day one and felt that they'd owed for the last 10 years of free content. Thank you. At shop.philmckinney.com, you can purchase my book, autographed and personalized if you like, the 7 Laws of Innovation poster, or make a direct contribution to the podcast. And as always, any profits are contributed to charities such as hackingautism.org. I'm Phil McKinney, and welcome to Season 11 of the Kill Innovations Podcast, a show about ideas, creativity, and innovation. Everyone dreams of a better future. Some of those dreams are more commonplace, like getting a better job, while others are bigger challenges, such as creating something innovative that will change the world, or writing that best-selling book. I believe everyone should dream big. Unfortunately, for some people, achieving those dreams feels impossible from the beginning, and they never see them become a reality. Wondering why some people are able to achieve their wildest dreams, while others never seem to make it past the first step? What if the difference were as simple as writing your goals down? It's been a popular advice for a number of years. As is the way with the internet, a fictional story concerning the Harvard class of 1979 was used for a long time as an example of how writing down goals could help increase an individual's ability to achieve success. According to this non-existent study, the Harvard graduates who had taken the time to write down their goals were earning a significantly greater income 10 years later than their classmates who had not written down their goals, and several times the income of classmates who had no goals at all at their graduation. While this study has been found not to exist, writing down goals for long-term success is still considered a valid exercise, and there's actual legitimate research to prove it. According to a study, individuals who each week wrote down their goals for the month were much more likely to accomplish those goals than individuals who were simply instructed to meditate on their goals for a brief period of time at the beginning of the study. However, the study also revealed something else interesting. Individuals who wrote down their goals were even more likely to succeed if they also created an action plan. That is, a plan for making their goals a reality. And they shared these action plans with a friend, and then regularly checked in with that friend to give a report on their progress since they had started working towards their goals. Creating innovation goals, therefore, should be handled like any other goal in your life. Write it down. Written goals not only take on a heavier weight in your own mind, and let's face it, after all, why would you write something down if you weren't serious about it? They also give you something to refer back to, a guidepost that will help you determine the things that you are truly important in your life. A recent blog post by Michael Hyatt, former chairman and CEO of Thomas Nelson Publishing, suggests that your written goals should become the filter through which you gauge every opportunity that comes before you. According to Hyatt, the more successful you become, the more opportunities you will have to let pass you by. Deciding which things to pass on can be a real challenge, but it's less of a challenge if you already have a clear indicator of your success or failure right there in front of you. If the opportunity doesn't contribute to one of those goals, it's probably not the right one for you. It's just that simple. Writing down your goals clarifies your vision and your purpose. If you don't know where you're going, you can't possibly know how to get there. On the other hand, if you have a written roadmap that gives you an idea of how to get there, knows what your vision is for that next 5 to 10 years, you can start to piece together what it will look like in the short term. For example, suppose that you're always wanted to see your name in print. You have a wonderful idea for a book. You've even sat down and typed out a few pages here and there, but you've never gone anywhere with it. what would your plan be for the next several months if you wanted to go from making that a dream into becoming a goal that you were focused on achieving? It might start by committing to writing at least 1,000 words each day. Now, that's not earth-shattering change in your life. The first 1,000 words will hardly even look like it's enough to save. It's only about 2 pages in a Microsoft Word document. Over the course of a month, however, those 2 pages become 60. And suddenly, over the course of several months or even a year or two, you'll find that your dream of writing a book has become a reality. Of course, writing the book is only the first step. There's still editing and finding an agent and seeking a publisher and marketing and all those steps along the way on your path to the ultimate goal. Looking at them as a whole can make them seem overwhelming. And where you are now, on what could be day one of the new plan of your life, it may seem as though you'll never get there. The trick is realizing that you aren't starting on day 100. You're starting with the first step, a small, manageable piece of your goal. That's the other thing that writing down your goals and the action plan for completing them allows you to accomplish. It gives you the opportunity to celebrate small victories. In the example of writing your book, did you write your 1,000 words every day for a week? Did you finish the first chapter? Did you make contact with an agent who's interested in helping you market your project? All of these things are victories along the path, and they're well worth celebrating. It's not just about the big picture or even the end goal. It's about all the little steps along the way. After all, sometimes the journey is just as important as the final destination. Writing down your goal is, in many ways, the first step on a longer journey. Seeing them in writing, ideally in the past tense, as though you've already accomplished them, gives them weight and power in your life. Store your list of goals somewhere you'll look at it regularly and be prepared for the changes that are coming in your life. They might surprise you. If you enjoyed today's show, you can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, YouTube, Spreaker, or wherever you find your favorite podcast. You can find all the links and resources from this episode, along with every other episode going back to 2005 at philmckinney.com. Just click on podcast. I would love to hear your feedback, such as your thoughts on the new format for the show, topics you would like covered, or any questions you might have. Ping me on Twitter at Phil McKinney, all one word, or on LinkedIn or Facebook. You can find links to where I hang out on social media at philmckinney.com. And as always, thanks for listening.